Hey there. Welcome. Do you love fluffy things? After a whole day filled with hectic schedules, reading some cute father and daughter manhwas are really excellent for relieving stress. Here are some very interesting manhwas which I'd like to recommend to you all. 1. Who Made Me a Princess? Adding with the beautiful art, this manhwa's satisfaction rate is off the charts. One day the MC, who was originally a poor orphan, opens her eyes to become an infant thrown to the maids for upbringing. She gradually realizes that she has become the unfortunate Princess Athanasia de Algerobelia, who was executed by her own father mercilessly at the age of 18. The story follows Athie, as the MC calls herself, meets her father and gradually develops a close and loving relationship with him. But things go crazy when the antagonist enters the scenario. A happy pair of father and daughter go through many trials and tribulations which test their affection. Daughter of the Emperor. The MC was a normal person from modern-day Korea who was murdered for an unknown reason and ends up reincarnating as the sole daughter of the tyrant emperor. Her father tries to kill her, but she is spared as she piques his interest. Days go by as Princess Ariadne grows up and befriends several people. But in a desire to see the world outside the palace walls, the MC escapes incognito with her royal bodyguard. Everything goes well when suddenly the MC gets kidnapped. Her father protects her at the cost of his life. Will Ariadne be able to save her beloved father? Or will she succumb to her fate and become a curse to her father? The Adventures of a Demon. In an effort to escape from her abusive aunt, Choara MC runs out into the road and gets hit by a car. She is reincarnated as the only child of God's favored holy knight, Sayan, and the demon lord of the south, Perjunel Dion Karabin. Her name is Perjunel Nalos Irene. She grows up under the joint protection of her deceased mother's guardian angels and her father's demon assistant. But there are still unsolved mysteries that lie ahead. Such as, who is the mysterious lady who appears in Irene's dream? 4. The Beloved Little Princess. What happens when the most powerful archmage reincarnates as the third princess of the Hyperion Empire? Read about the talented magician's journey as the daughter of the emperor of an empire called Hyperion in this manhwa. Princess Anisha Rodgo Hyperion is the third child of the emperor. She is said to bring endless glory to the empire. The doting father and her elder twin brothers spare no effort to adore Anisha's cuteness. Will she really be able to glorify her nation? Will she be able to find the culprit who led to her death and reincarnation? Monster Duke's daughter. When Loshlusha, who was kept away from the outside world, meets her father, the Monster Duke, Damien Frodium, she decides to avoid him like the plague as he seems to dislike her. However, they come face to face when Loshlusha discovers a book in her father's study which predicts her fate and sudden demise at the tender age of 10, followed by her father adopting a girl and treating her much better than his biological daughter. What exactly is that book? And does her father really hate her? Am I the daughter? Helen is reborn on the day when her nightmarish days of torture began. Her adoptive father, Count Zachary, abused her and kept her locked away in a house surrounded by nothing but fields. She was promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but she ends up dying from a sudden fire and traveling back to her 7-year-old self. To rescue herself from his clutches, Helen rushes outside the carriage and encounters a little boy and a man with blonde hair just like her. What is his relationship with Helen? Can the innocent Helen conquer the cold-hearted man? 7. I Became a Doting Father. A story about a 5-year-old little girl who was mistreated by her father. But when her father died, she begins to live with her relative who is unmarried and a 25-year-old part-timer. Since her relatives were planning to put her in an orphanage, he decided to take her in and raise her as his daughter. The story continues as she adjusts to her new life with her adoptive father and how she begins to find happiness with her new father. And of course, melting our hearts with fluff and cuteness in the process. He soon began to feel bad about it for the rest of his miserable life. 8. My Daughter is a Music Genius. The main character was obsessed with music and devoted his entire life to it, neglecting his daughter in the process. He passed away instantly, but when he opened his eyes, he discovered 10 years in the past. In addition, he discovers his daughter is a musical prodigy while caring for her. What are your favorite father-daughter manhwas? I'd love to hear from you.